Hi guys. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy. So, as I was saying, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. So, Melissa! Right now, we're going to be doing a live ClairTarot reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers and anyone else who wants to watch. So, you guys, the readings have been going pretty weird. Pretty weird. Okay, so Sagittarius, I asked your collective energy to tell me what this reading is going to be about, so you have some sort of idea what you're stepping into. And it was about don't let fear ruin your chances. I don't know what y'all are planning, but you're having okay, you're having hesitations. You're having hesitations. That's okay. It's okay to hesitate. It's not okay to not follow through. Okay. You definitely have to continue pushing yourself beyond what you're comfortable with. You can't be afraid of failure. I think that's what's going on, is that you're afraid to fail. And so it's crippling you. Let me just see what the cards have to say. I think this is going to be the last reading of the night. I'll play this. Okay. Card number 19, dream a beautiful dream. Now, as you rise up in frequency, everyone in your circle will feel the ripples of this change. It's going to help them to grow as well. It's a very scary thing being a trailblazer, but that's kind of what you are right now. Okay, for your circle, you're trailblazing. You're cutting down the jungle in front of you with a machete. You know, you're cutting it down and clearing the path so that those who follow behind you will be able to see with more clarity. So that definitely is a position that can make you uncomfortable. It can be something that causes you to retreat a little bit, but that's not going to be allowed. Okay. Not by me, but by your higher self. You're going to be continuously urged to move forward. Urged to move forward. So here is the second card. It's card number 21. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Okay. Beyond the mind, beyond the mind, the heartbeats. So it's almost as though what I'm getting is that it's almost as though you're choosing to close your eyes to the truth of what your circumstance is. Okay. I don't know if you're unhappy in your circumstance or you're left longing for something else, something more, but you're choosing to right now close your eyes because it scares you. Again, it goes back to this card, being afraid to be the trailblazer, and it scares you. So instead of whatever it is you're in, instead of that circumstance or relationship or whatever it is, instead of it supporting you and encouraging your growth, you're using it kind of as a perimeter to keep you safe, to keep you caged in, because you're afraid of what this expansion will do, how it's going to change your life, how it's going to change the way you perceive yourself, how others see you. And, you know, people are going to have their opinions of you no matter what. So you can go ahead and be afraid all you want, but whether you move or not, the people who want you to fail will always see you as a failure. The people who want you to succeed, they always see you as a as a success anyways. So it's really just within. You're having a battle within you about how you want to perceive yourself, how you want others to see you, and you have no control over how others see you. You just don't. That's a falsity. It's an illusion to think you can control the way others see you. Just take a look at the Kardashians, They put a lot of time and effort into cultivating a public persona. And no matter how hard they try, there will be people who exist who do nothing but judge and condemn them. So the same goes for everyone else. They're just on a much larger scale of judgment, okay? So this tells me, I'm going to show you guys some stuff, okay? You're going through a modification in your DNA. This is more than your physiological DNA. Physiological DNA ties to cellular expression. It tells the cells exactly how to function, how to express the coding, like your eyes, color of your hair, the texture, all of that stuff. What this is talking about is etheric strands, meaning on a spiritual level, you are being modified right now. You have pearls of wisdom that you've always carried around your neck, and one of the strands has been broken. That's to let the pearls loose, okay? And you have made your life sort of like a machine, and the gears are just flying everywhere. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. Quite a few of you are going to have a major life change that's just going to turn your entire world upside down. And maybe that's why you don't want to see it yet. Maybe, I don't know. But know that you're heavily protected. Your perception is being guided and guarded by angelic beings. The Hermit at your temple definitely is a call for you to take time to focus on yourself. Don't allow others to become a distraction for your growth. This is a galactic level of activation, okay? It's definitely a huge... You're going to go on a magic carpet ride in fall or winter. So you're going to be going on a journey, either a journey within yourself or an actual trip. One of the pearls has been hidden away, and you're going to be looking for it. So I'm being told the necklace, the pearls of wisdom were snapped some time ago. That necklace was snapped some time ago because a piece was forcibly removed. And you're going to go looking for that piece. You're going to be painfully aware of it come fall. When the leaves fall off the trees, you'll become aware and start looking. All right. So I'm assuming this is after you've found that missing piece. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. So I don't know if that needs any other explanation. You have to defend to the end the worthwhile. If you truly value this piece that you believe to have been missing, that you believe to have been taken away, I guess it's natural for you to want to defend to the end and hold on, because you don't want to lose it again. But, I think it's important to also recognize, though, that you can't take ownership of other people. It's important you don't take ownership of other people. It's important to always honor the divine sovereignty of others and allow them to choose. Love is not ownership. Love does not cage. It does not become something that imprisons a sovereign. So just keep that in mind. I know how it feels to lose things that you are not ready to let go of, but just keep that in mind. You still have a few months to kind of mull this over. And I don't think this is going to apply to everyone, but for those that this applies to, for those that this resonates with, definitely keep that in mind. Okay? Keep that in mind. True love, it serves as the air that lifts the wings of the bird as they fly. It's not a cage. It's not a weight. It's not something that you use to try and force what you want. Okay? So let's just... you know what? This shit doesn't even feel right. Let me just... that energy did not feel right. So I'm just going to hold on. Where's my... use this. Is it seriously not catching fire? This is just... y'all. Okay, this will have to do. Where is my torch? Okay, now I'm not so amused anymore. It's just fuckery. All right. All right. So this is my life. This is my life. We're just going to shuffle this again. Okay. Let's go ahead and get you guys. All right. Card number 51, Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So what's going to end up happening is, you know, Sagittarius, there's a part of you that's kind of like, no, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. And you're not really taking in what I'm saying. And you might not be like that right now, but the sense of loss can really shift the way someone behaves. It can really, really affect the way you see things, the level of clarity that you have. So just keep that in mind, okay? No one is accusing you of anything. No one is saying you're going to be anything, you know, intentionally negative or ugly. But with Mercury retrograde, things tend to not go as planned. Okay. When things tend to not go as planned, especially when it comes to the potentiality of losing someone or something that you really, really want, it can cause you to have some lapse of judgment. And that's what you have to be careful of. Okay. You have to allow this period to really reinvent who you are. Allow it to push you beyond what you're comfortable with. So card number 51. Let us see. I think Michael's just pissed because I told him off. I did. I told him off. So this has to do with Two of Swords. It's blunders, cancellations, unexpected failures, getting off track. Your growth is not about an individual. The only individual that your growth is about is you, not someone outside of you. So keep that in mind. Okay, always keep that in mind. It has to do with twin flame shit. I won't argue with Michael on that one. Here we go. Let me just get the card back. Whenever I see a double helix in a card, that typically tells me this is the intermingling of two souls connected for all of eternity, like ladders, rungs on a ladder, helping each other to climb higher. So this has to do with a twin flame union. People tend to get real fucky in the head when it comes to that. Not even joking. People tend to get all like caca ass minded. Like, no, that's mine. No, it's not yours. Calm the fuck down. It's not yours. That's a living being. Respect the sovereignty of other living beings. Allow that frustration, allow that confusion and change to really help reinvent who you are into something that's more fortified, autonomous, just really embracing your path, okay? Card number 26, second house. This is about owning. I'm just going to laugh on my own. This has to be some kind of inside joke that I haven't been told yet. Card number 26. Wealth is the ability to truly experience life. The only way to truly experience life is by allowing the full motion and emotion. Okay, the full swing. Allow yourself to feel it all down to your bones. Okay, twins are two halves, two different sides of one coin. You won't always see each other because you are on two opposing sides of a coin. Now, it's not a twin circumstance for everyone. I just looked at the book, and the first thing that my eyes are drawn to, meeting up with stubborn individuals or being unyielding yourself could be an issue. It will definitely be an issue. If you try and force your will on someone else, it will definitely be an issue. So, let's see. The second house card can at times indicate stubbornness, slothfulness, and developments that come about slowly or seem to drag. You will not be able to rush things. In most instances, this card indicates an abundant harvest. No matter how fast or delayed it may be, it will arrive. So if you're meant to reconnect with someone, you will reconnect. Don't try and force it. Don't try and rush it. And this has to do with the Two of Pentacles. It's about what's owned, spending, value, building a home, laying down foundations, recognizing what's valuable. And part of this has to do with you recognizing that you on your own, standing alone, are valuable. Okay? You don't have to be a pair in order to have value. You have intrinsic worth just with your existence. Okay, card number 34. 10th house, the world. The house, not the world. The desire for fame tempts even noble minds. Fame and the world at large. In astrology, the 10th house, which is at the top of the zodiac, embodies the masculine principle and represents a father or a primary male influence, or at least a very powerful, influential man. It can also represent the man in a woman's life. Because the 10th house opposes the 4th house, it can sometimes represent the woman or the mother in your life. But mostly, the 10th house stands for reputation and standing. So what this card is telling me is that don't be so concerned with the way you appear to others. Your reputation is not built on how you cultivate that image, okay? It's built on how you behave in front of and without the camera there. Without people watching, your energy screams volumes about you. So this has to do with the world card. It's about life's calling, what you have to do, career, the mother, the father, glory, reputation, and fame. Okay. Don't chase after people just for the glory. Here we go. Let me get you guys your final card. Apologies, Sagittarius. I'm not flustered with you. I'm flustered with Michael. Because someone's a chatty Cathy tonight and won't shut the fuck up. Okay. Let me just finish. Okay, there's the card. Card number 12, Divine Discontent. So let's see what this is about. Winter falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. I know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me. That sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There's a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours. There is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. There's a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable, underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep, passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I'm here, still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning. So much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine, or perhaps you are not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue. Yet you have drawn this oracle, and so it's guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have the meager meal wrested from our hands so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well, then something will be done by heaven. I'm done. So, guys, I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me every time I'm live. All right, guys, bye.